Hey traders, Mike Sir here. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about a sector that I've been trading since 2001 and have had some great success in trading. What I'm talking about is gold. Now, I've been a gold bug for many years as I've made a lot of money betting on the gold metal when prices rose from $300 to over $1,900 from 2001 to 2011. But at times it's been frustrating to trade it because it hasn't moved much in the past decade. Given the 2020 pandemic, it has sparked an interest for many investors and traders like myself to get back into gold. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how you can play gold in the financial markets, what are the different ways you can profit from the price movement of gold, and how you can use this asset to make a lot of money. Now make sure you stay until the end of the video as I will analyze the current gold chart and share my thoughts on the price direction of gold. So let's get started. So first off, let me tell you more about gold as a trading asset. Now, gold is a precious metal that has been widely used in the world as money, either for exchange purposes in the form of gold coins or gold bars, or what has attracted many investors in the past 10 to 20 years to gold is due to its storage of wealth. Now, as you know, central banks around the world has been printing money to try to revive the global economy, especially following the financial crisis in 2008 and more recently, the COVID pandemic in 2020. Now, this has led to paper money such as US dollars weakening and physical assets like gold and real estate to skyrocket in price. Here's a chart of the gold price from 2000 to 2021. Essentially, gold started attracting investors like myself ever since September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks, and it was due to its status as a safe haven asset. In times of global or stock market turmoil, investors rushed to put money into gold as a defensive play. And you can see here from the chart that the gold price did incredibly well from 2001 all the way to the beginning of 2008, essentially rising from $300 to over $1,000 per ounce. Then it resumed its upward trend in late 2008 all the way to near end of 2011, rising from $700 to over $1,900 per ounce. But ever since reaching its all-time highs in 2011, it took almost a decade for it to break its all-time highs, reaching over $2,000 per ounce in August 2020. And you can see from this chart that the gold price barely moved from 2013 till 2020, stuck in a price range between $1,050 to $1,300. Now, before we discuss where I think the price of gold will likely be headed towards, let's talk more about what causes gold prices to move up or down. Besides gold typically acting as a safe haven for investors in times of crisis, gold is often touted as an inflation hedge, meaning that gold prices generally increase in value as the purchasing power of the US dollar declines. Now, as the US dollar loses value from the effects of inflation, gold tends to become more expensive. So let's just say, for example, you own gold that's priced in US dollars, you're protected or hedged against a falling dollar, mainly because the cost of every ounce of gold in dollars will rise as a result, and you're compensated for this inflation with more dollars for each ounce of gold. And as we all know, inflation is here as we've seen global price increases in everything in basic consumer goods and services. And last month, the annual rate of inflation in the United States hit 6.2%, the highest in more than 3 decades, as measured by the Consumer Price Index. As a trader, there are many ways to profit based on the gold price movements, and I'll list all the trading instruments right here. Now, the most common one is to buy and sell gold company stocks. I've listed the top 5 gold companies that are listed in the US, and this list mainly consists of large gold mining and producing companies. And they are Newmont Gold Corp, Barrick Gold, Franco-Nevada, Agnico Eagle Mines, and Gold Fields. Now, if you don't know which gold companies to trade, but want to get exposure to the entire sector, then you may want to consider buying the ETF or Exchange Traded Fund that tracks the overall performance of companies involved in the gold mining industry. The 2 ETFs that I monitor are the VanEck Gold Miners ETF and also the US Global Gold and Precious Metal Miners ETF. If you want to avoid company risk associated with holding gold mining companies, then you can buy an ETF that tracks only the price of gold. And the most popular gold ETF is the Spider Gold Shares. Now, this ETF is the largest physically backed gold exchange fund in the world. But if you want to profit massively on the gold price movements where you can leverage your trading capital, you can trade gold futures contracts or buy gold call or put option contracts. Or what I like to do is trade gold through CFDs. Now, for those who don't know what CFDs are, you can watch my video, How to Make Money with CFDs, at the end of this video. As I said in my past videos on intermarket analysis, gold and the US dollar have an inverse price relationship to each other, meaning that they move in opposite price directions. Now, generally when you see the US dollar rise, then you'll see gold prices fall due to the fact that gold is priced in US dollars, and also since gold does not generate any interest from holding the metal, investors usually prefer to hold interest-bearing assets such as US Treasuries. Therefore, the simple strategy is to buy gold when the US dollar falls and vice versa. Here's a chart of gold and the US dollar index. The orange line is the US dollar index, while the candlestick chart is gold. And you can see generally that they move in opposite directions to each other. But what if the inverse relationship doesn't work in certain scenarios, meaning that they both move in the same price direction? Well, this is where you can profit. So for example, if the US dollar rises and gold doesn't fall, then this tells us that gold is actually very strong despite a higher US dollar. In this scenario, you want to buy gold. You can see it in this chart in 2005, where the US dollar index, which is this orange line, was rising, while you can see the candlestick charts here is gold. They were both rising in the same direction. On the other hand, if the US dollar is very weak and the gold price doesn't go up, then this means that gold is very, very weak, and in this scenario, you want to short gold. You can see from this chart in 2013, where again in this orange line here, which is the US dollar index, it was generally following down. And you can see here the candlesticks in terms of this is the gold price was also falling as well. Before we look at the gold price chart and discuss where we think the price of gold will likely head towards, please take a moment to like this video and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I would really appreciate your support. Okay, let's take a look at the gold chart. So here's a chart of gold from 2011 to about 2021. And you can see here, gold hit an all-time high originally at about 2011, around $1,900. And basically over the next several years, it fell and hit actually a low of around $1,050 in about 2015. And you can see here, ever since about 2015, it's kind of been grinding up. But the good thing you can see here is the lows here, higher lows, higher lows. So it's actually, every time it drops, it's actually higher than the previous low. And then we can see basically in 2020, the pandemic really gave a sharp rise to gold, and gold was acting as a safe haven. It broke that all-time high of $1,900, hitting a new all-time high of around $2,073. But ever since then, and I'll just zoom in here a little bit more, ever since then, we've basically been making lower highs, right? Every time the high here, every time it tries to go up, is actually lower than the previous high. And what we have seen short-term wise, it has had a support here around 1670. But this type of chart pattern is actually not good, because you can see here it's actually forming a descending triangle. So it's making lower highs with the support level here. And at some point, it's probably, based on the chart patterns, going to break 1673 here, and most likely probably reach this 1300, this trend line here that started from 2016. So the prospects of gold, just basically looking purely at the chart wise, is currently it's trading at about 1792. And in order for this descending triangle pattern to be erased, it has to break this downward trend line here. So break above basically around 1850, but more likely if it can break this 1917 and then reach all-time highs here, 2073, then gold really has a potential to go much higher. But at this point, just looking at the patterns, it's consolidating right now. There's a big likelihood based on just the pattern here that it's probably more likely to hit that 1676 rather than reach this 1913 or higher at the 2073 mark. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to watch other videos where I show you all the tools that I use on a daily basis to analyze the financial markets, please click on the left for more videos and click on the right for the full playlist. I'll see you in the next video.